My favorite thing right now is that the goo character, his name is Viscous, right? So he has an ultimate ability. Well, his form. No, it's technically an ultimate ability, but it's just his form normally, right? Where he just transforms into a goo ball, right? That you can control and roll around the map, right? If you run over someone with the ball, they take damage and get stunned where they can't move, right?
Okay.
So while you're in the goo ball form, you can also use like your abilities and items while you're rolling around. So you can do some fancy combos with that. Combos include teleporting directly into an enemy while in goo ball form, so that you immediately stun them. Punching, using your punching ability on yourself so that you can fly across the goddamn map while in goo ball form. An item that just makes you just jump across the entire map. A literal flying carpet that just gives you complete free movement in all 3D directions. So you can just chase people on a flying carpet as a ball that will stun them if we touch them, right? And the best part of all, I'm not sure if this is a glitch or not, but there's an item called Ethereal Shift, right? What it does is that when you use Ethereal Shift, right, your character becomes intangible, so no one can damage you, right? But you have to but you stand completely still. Everyone knows where you are, and once it's over, you're able to be damaged again, right? You can't shoot while you're in Ethereal Shift. You can't use items while you're in Ethereal Shift. So you're effectively like harmless while you're invincible and intangible, right? But because you're a goo ball and your hitbox is active at all times, you can land on a guy, press him against the corner, use your ethereal shift so that no one can shoot you. You don't move, and the person you just stunned is still getting hit by your intangible goo ball. So he's just getting stunned over and over. He's getting stun locked over and over by an intangible ball of death. It's great. I'm like 1,000% sure that that's probably just not intended at all. But it's so fucking funny. The game is great.
Take the initiative. Follow me.
But yeah, pretty good game. People already like all the dudes here. You really can't beat Fire Demon Bartender. It's impossible.
People really like the Fire Demon Bartender.
Yeah, because he's from New York. He got the New York accent.
I think we blame Undertale for that one.
Yeah. I guess we do.
Because he's real beast.
Yeah, I guess we do.
He is a fire demon bartender, isn't he?
Yeah.
God!
But you think about it, which I don't want to.
Well, don't worry, I'll do the thinking for you.
Can you please stop?
Never.
This is sexual harassment.
Where's the sexual part?
You're in my fucking head. But yeah. No, he's pretty cool. He does fire things and also blows up, but that's par for the course. Yeah, all the characters feel fun to play except for a few of them. They recently released a new guy who's just Arabian. And talks about genies all the time. I guess not genies, but rather the jinn. You know, those guys. But yeah. Who else is a cool character? You have... Who else is here? You have a Japanese woman, I guess. I guess that's pretty cool. Oh, she also fell. So yeah, that's Devlog is pretty cool. I like it. I wish I could play it, but none of my friends can play it.
Damn.
So I'll never be able to play it. Plus, I'm pretty sure my laptop will explode if I tried it.
I'll do it.
I'm sure if I downloaded it, I would have, like, almost no space left to do anything else.
Anyway, that's literally every game that happened in the past 5 months. All at once, we talked about all of them.
I know there's people making games for older consoles,
Yeah.
like the NES.
Yeah. Oh, I guess. What was the emulator? What was the emulator that ran the Switch thing again? Not Yuzu, the other one.
Rejinx.
Rejinx.
That one's dead.
Yeah, it's dead now.
Well, we'll see how long it takes for the Hydra effect to happen. Where you cut down one and 2 more sprout displays.
God, I wish. Imagine though. Yeah, Rejinx is dead. Nintendo killed the shit out of it.
I get that as also recently Space Marine 2.
I don't know anyone who plays Space Marine 2.
I know it's pretty popular though.
That was good.
I've seen it. I just haven't. I just don't know anyone who's played it. The other one. What was the other one? The other game I was thinking of. It was also a game that released. Oh yeah, the Marvel Rivals. That also is like sort of beta.
Great Age, another hero shooter with actual old Marvel heroes.
Yeah. I mean, hero ship kind of a dead genre right now because Overwatch 2 was like the worst game ever made apparently.
Yeah.
So now Marvel Rivals came out of nowhere and started swooping up all their money. They're eating our money.
I want to protect everyone.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't think there's any like news in games, and like it's been completely dead. Yeah.
Looking at people who make their own games, there's one called Former Dawn, which they're doing crazy things to the NES.
No, no one cares about that. You're lying to me.
I mean, it looks pretty neat.
Yeah, I guess it does, but I don't think anyone cares.
The power is
Which may or may not be a good thing.
Well, we'll see what happens when the Kickstarter launches. We'll find out how incorrect you are. We will find out how incorrect you are.
This gotta be less interesting than arcade machines.
I mean, they made their own memory mapper just for this.
I mean, yeah, but who cares about the technical stuff except us specifically?
That's why we care!
Only we care about shit like this, and we can't talk about it to nobody. Right? We don't got friends to communicate our woes to about this bullshit.
Damn, I can't believe you're not in a Discord server.
That's wild. I expended all the enemies in this area. And overdrive, you shouldn't have. But yeah, so yeah, so in terms of gaming stuff, things have been dead for a while, except for the stuff that we talked about, including Concord, which is dead.
That's dead.
That one's dead. So usually when it ends up like this, I'm in a circle with a bunch of people who like to trade around,
Barry Larry.
Yeah.
Like gossip and info.
Not gossip and info, but specifically, smut game, I guess.
Smug games.
Yeah. Oh.
Ludes.
Yes, lewds.
Take the initiative.
I don't know. What's a good one-word way to describe this shit? I guess hentai, but it's not necessarily hentai.
Adults.
I'll just say erotica.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that works.
It's growing.
So yeah, so whenever there's a big lull like this, I usually look at that group and see what's going on.
See what strange things they're pulling up.
Yeah, 'cause, like,
Anything good?
yeah. I guess I can talk about some, but before I talk about it, it's really weird because, like, I'm not opposed to, like, reviewing erotica, so to speak. It's just really hard to do so. Like, if you review a movie, right? Like, let's say an action movie, right? You watch a Jesus Christ. You watch a action movie, right? There's basically a checklist of how to review such a thing, right? Like you can pretty easily like say, oh, XYZ thing happened in a movie good, or XYZ thing happened in a movie bad, right? That's not really, you can't really say anything. You can't like recommend erotica because it's just way too subjective, right? Because like you don't know how prude or how depraved any individual person is, right? There's not necessarily a scale that you can use to measure depravity of an erotica, right? Like, if it has the missionary position +2, right? You can't say that shit, right? It's based on what people are into, and like some people are into some stuff. Maybe they're into interracial stuff. Maybe they're into illegal stuff. You just don't know.
And then there are the people that are into monsters for whatever reason.
Like you don't know, right? So you can't really recommend or anything like that. You can't really review a thing
unless you like figure out their tastes.
Yeah, and even for you yourself, right? If you're reviewing something and you don't like gay sex or something like that, and you see gay sex, what do you say? Right? You can't be objective about it. Like the only objective thing you can say is that there's gay sex in it, right? So it's really, really difficult to review erotica like that. So like,
my guess is the only things you could really objectively like review are the presentation of it.
Yeah, like there's that, but also there's like another so there's another thing too. It's just that it's like, let's say you have you have a movie like a Harry Potter, right? So like that's like you can this is for sake of like a pretend thing. This is not what actually Harry Potter is, but like you can say like, oh, it's an action movie but with fantasy elements, you know, that kind of thing, right? Or, oh, this is a horror movie with action elements, right? You have a horror action movie, right? And then, but if you say, oh, this is an action movie with erotic elements, it's a porno. You know, you can't say it. You can't say it's. You can't be like. You can't.
People won't take it seriously.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say, like, so there's blends, right? And there's also pures. Like, you can have an action movie with action stuff in it, right? That's a pure action movie, right? You can have a horror movie with horror stuff in it. That's a pure horror, right? If you have an erotic movie with erotic stuff in it, that's just porno.
Yeah.
Right? You can't. There's nothing in it besides the erotica in it. And but if you combine erotic with other things, then you can review it, right? In a way, right? So I just randomly downloaded 3 things without looking. Do I regret it? Maybe.
Or are you gonna like try and detail whatever plot's going on in there?
I'll describe every game. I don't think I'm ever going to give out titles whenever I do something like this, for obvious reasons.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah. It's also if you say anything like erotic and people aren't into it, that counts as sexual harassment. So technically, reviewing this stuff would be sexual harassment.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate reality of the material. Simply put.
What?
She really enjoyed it.
She wanted seconds.
Yeah. So, okay. So I'm gonna give you 3 synopsises. Guess which game I enjoyed. I had the most I wouldn't say enjoy. I was the most interested in. Okay. All right. So synopsis 1. Tiny girl has to Tiny girl has to uncover the secrets behind a criminal game that uses Gundam replicas to...
Gundam
No,
replicas?
not Gundam.
Mechas?
No, not Gundam replicas. Fake plastic robot toys that look like Gundams
What?
as their method of murdering people.
Huh?
And has to use her own Gundam replica plastic robot toy in order to fight them. That's your first synopsis.
What the fuck?
Second game synopsis. A former magical girl runs a...
Okay.
A former magical girl... No, how should I... A magical girl in training is trained by her senpai actual magical girl that's faking it for views because she owns the evil organization
Oh, no.
that she beat a while ago and is training her to defeat future threats.
That sounds very convoluted.
A little okay. Yeah. Magical girl in training is being set up by her senior. And she is the only person in the goddamn world that knows it. Or that doesn't know about it, actually. Everyone else knows that it's fake except for her.
Damn, she's
Yeah.
being gaslit in real life.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the second game synopsis.
Listen to my
Third
heart.
game synopsis. You and 3 other girls
Follow me.
go into nightmare worlds and figure out what the fuck is going on.
More.
So, Persona.
Yes. Exactly, Persona.
Well, I don't know your interests, so
Well,
can't
I recall
guess which
you
one
don't
you're-
really care much about Persona. So, you're probably not going to be very interested in the third one.
Okay. We are still excluding erotic elements at this point.
Of course.
Yes.
Leave it to me. I'll do it.
Like I said, I don't know you well enough to guess which between the number 1 and number 2 you were more interested in.
This is my full strength.
Forgot that guy in the back isn't new to all of this.
Given your personality, satire is very much in your wheelhouse.
It's coming.
So I would say number 2.
Number 2 with the magical girl.
Yeah,
Little
Okay.
puss.
Leave it to me. I'll do it.
I guess that leaves
I
only.
feel like you're gonna get I feel like you somehow get a kick out of number 1 just because how absurd it sounds.
It's really funny. It is very funny.
Sink our hearts.
So, was 1 or 2 correct?
It's actually the third one.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Why did you? Why did you?
So let's just go over it one by one, right? So, plastic toy robot Gundam fights, go, right? So,
Wait, then why did you try to kick that one out of the running yourself?
I did it! I just said what, I just gave the synopsis
You
of the
misdirect
game!
me!
He didn't even say anything!
I said, because I know this guy doesn't really care for Persona, especially
yeah.
Persona 5.
Yeah,
And
that's
number
true.
3 sounded like it was more like Persona 5.
It is! But, like, that's beside the point! You get gaslit!
Damn!
Get girl boss done! Anyway, so the first game, right? So basically what happens is that we have this little girl, right? She's playing this plastic robot toy battles because
Yeah.
they battle, right?
Okay.
In these arenas, they battle and they shoot explosives at each other.
So it's that GameCube game with the robots, Max Robo or whatever.
Whatever it is, it's in real life.
Custom Robo, that's what
Yeah,
it was.
yeah, custom robots look like that, right? It's just that in real life, but in like these tiny arena things where people are designated to play with robots, right?
That's still custom Robo, but okay.
She only plays so she can make fun of adults after she beats them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that never ends well for characters.
Hey!
Right? And so, and it's set up early that she has a distrust of adults because her own parents are like fighting with each other all the time,
Ah,
right?
parental
And, like,
issues.
Yeah, parental issues. But also, it's like she just hates it when she just hates the adults because they're all lying frauds, right?
Initiative. Follow me.
But she's very attached to her grandpa, right? And
Sink our hearts.
And so she goes and visits her grandpa, right? And the grandpa reveals, oh, I used to work on these little tiny robot doodads.
Oh!
Yeah, right? And then a robot, and one of those tiny robot doodads breaks through the window, shoots an arrow in his head, and he dies.
Jesus.
I know.
So she's got the metaphorical uncle who works at Nintendo. Then the Nintendo ninjas kill him.
Yeah. So she's obviously completely freaked out, runs upstairs, right? Earlier his grandpa was telling her, oh, we used to have, within the old models used to have this well, not programming error, but like, the hardware allowed it to battle outside of the specified arenas, right? But that got shut down because it was too dangerous. You want to see?
But he kept some prototypes, didn't he?
So he has the prototype upstairs. So you go upstairs to find the prototype, attach the prototype to your own robot, and fight off the motherfucker who shot your grandpa to death. Except it's just a robot, so to say.
Is this a hack and slash?
No, it's just an RPG where you fight robots. It's just a robot.
Oh, so is it a turn-based RPG?
Yeah, it's a turn-based RPG where the opponent has like variable speeds. Depending on what speed they're at, they're weak and resistant to different types of attacks.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Please.
So you just have to. You just wait to see how fast they are, and then adjust your attacks accordingly, or have some strategy or whatever. There's a bunch of weapons that you can use. There's a bunch of builds you can use. A lot of stats you can tweak, as well as a bunch of different attack types that you can use, right? And you can like customize it against certain opponents' weaknesses and whatnot, or you can go through the entire game with a single build like I did. Right? But yeah, so anyway, I could talk about the rest of the story, but the game devs made one crucial mistake.
What's the one crucial mistake?
They added a mahjong parlor, and so I just played mahjong the whole time.
Okay. Okay,
If
yeah.
I heard Mahjong, I knew what was coming.
Okay.
Yeah, so as it turns out, I really fucking like mahjong, and I don't really
I
care.
never could have guessed.
And then I just
Yeah.
didn't care anymore.
Because you just wanted to play that forever.
Yeah,
I'll admit, I forgot how to play.
I clocked in 9 hours into the game. 7 of it is just playing mahjong. The other 2 are
Okay.
me. The other 2 hours are me begrudgingly playing the rest of the game.
Okay. Understandable.
Understandable.
So, do you want to synopsize the other 2 games, or?
No, I'm still talking about the first one. So yeah,
So,
this
mahjong.
yeah, so this
That became your time sink.
Yeah, that became a time sink. So eventually, she joins a club where after her grandpa dies, she makes it her goal to find out why they killed him, right, and who did it, and if they're still running around in the city and whatnot. So she joins a school club where they play the custom robot.
The robot game.
Yeah, custom robot. I guess we'll call it from now on, right? And she meets a friend there. Skip forward a bunch of story elements, and it turns out that her friend is a clone that was designed specifically to play custom robo as a weapon.
What?
Huh?
Yeah. The main theme is that the main theme of the game is that adults are just really shitty, right? Because like, when in the beginning of the game, right, it feels like that this girl is just a brat, and yes, she is a brat, but she's also like pretty mature for her age because of like.
It's starting to sound like she is very justified in thinking this way now.
Yeah. So you meet a couple hypocritical adults that lie and do bad things, but like it's not really a big focus of the game. I don't really think. I wish they did more of it. I wouldn't have played as much mahjong if it was. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. But yeah, it turns out that she's a clone that was designed specifically to use custom robo as a weapon to to take over the government. And the reason why they want to take over the government is because the anime that the custom robo was based off of used to be an actual war drama, but they changed it to be more kid-friendly, and so the leader is very angry about that and wants to take over Japan so that he can make a proper sequel. This is real!
What the fuck? It's like someone getting mad at the Gundam series for the Gunpla spin-offs.
That's exactly it! No, that's exactly it!
Oh my god.
That's the whole story!
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is retarded!
Careful, they're coming.
So anyway, it was funny in the moment. I think it should have done a lot more with the lying adults thing.
It's coming.
It's still fine as it is. The gameplay was alright, I guess.
Was the Mahjong any good?
It's against 3 CPUs, and I like Mahjong, so I still play Mahjong. I'm still playing it for the Mahjong too. It's just very convenient to have to play for playing Mahjong with.
You just want a free Mahjong game play.
Just give me Mahjong. I did end up playing a Mahjong game, another game with Mahjong in it that was entirely Mahjong, except it's bad because the only way to beat the game is through cheating, so what's the fucking point? And if you don't cheat, guess what? The enemy cheats. So I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I doing here, bro? Yeah. So that was bullshit. I'm angry about that other game now. This game is still fine because I get to play Mahjong.
You get to play normal, non-cheating Mahjong.
Yeah, fuck Custom Robo, fuck Gundam. We love Mahjong.
Is it time to move to the second one?
Alright, so the second one. Okay, so the second game, the whole story is kind of the synopsis, right?
Okay.
Right, you have a magical girl in training, right? She's going through the bad guy's hideout to save the
world.
Hostages from the evil gang leader of the evil organization. Like, it's set up like a standard magical girl, right? Except the bad guys, the bad leader, and the hostages are all the same people.
Oh. So even the hostages.
Yeah, they're all in on it. Everyone is in on it. Right?
Oh, so it's a Truman Show type deal.
Yes!
Oh,
I'm glad you understand.
not Truman Show.
It's a Truman Show type plot.
Yay. Anyway. So yeah, that's basically the whole thing the entire way through, right? Of course, at the end of every mission, your senior has very well. She's a bad person in the sense that she's fucking weirdo, horny all the damn time.
Oh.
And she's also manipulating her charge, I guess.
Well, she's not really manipulating. I guess not really.
It's not. I can't really call it training.
It's training. Like, she's doing this to specifically train her because during her battle with the big bad off-screen before the game happened, she lost a lot of her magical power. So she's researching ways to make an artificial magical girl in a way, or like enhanced magical girl technology, so that
essentially the small girl is gonna be the guinea pig.
Yeah. So she's her guinea pig. They have a pass to each other, so it's not really like a one-sided thing, right? She's fully on board with being a magical girl. She just has no idea that it's all set up, right? But yeah, so she's nude and horny all the damn time, which shows up a lot after the fact. And this is all live streamed to the entire world, of course, so
so it
is Truman Show.
It is exactly Truman Show.
Yes.
Okay. down to the live streaming bit.
Yeah.
Leave it to me.
So
I'll do it.
yeah. So the way how the game works is that you don't gain experience or money after you beat an enemy. In fact, there's like no chances at all for like you, the main character, to ever spend money, right? What does happen though is depending on what you do during a mission, you get donations from chat. You get donations from chat.
Is that it? Do he ask for weird things?
No, I mean, of course, it's weird things. It's a Japanese game that also has. It's also horny, so of course there's fucking things in it. It's like your average Japanese stream, right?
Jesus Christ.
So.
How long until the parasocial relationships kick in?
Yeah, so, no, that's already happened.
Uh-oh.
Actually, that's the whole shtick. Actually, of the senior. Is that her power is parasocial relationship?
Ah.
It's very funny. We'll get into that a little bit, but yeah. So depending on what you do in a mission, people will give you super chats, and the money you get from super chats is what the senior uses to buy equipment for her charge.
I'll protect her.
I don't know how I feel about all this.
Anyway, so skipping over to the end.
So what genre is the gameplay? Is it a hack and slash? Is it a beat 'em up?
Is
it an RPG?
They're all RPGs. Going for it.
It's always an RPG.
Yeah, they're all RPGs.
Divine punishment.
I wish it was an action game though. That would have been a lot better, I think. But no, it's a standard RPG.
It sounds like it would be a beat 'em up.
Yeah, that could work too.
Why?
Oh my god, the lag.
Leave it to me. I'll
But
do
yeah,
it.
all three of these games are RPGs.
Okay.
It's just the easiest type of game to make, I guess. But yeah, so skipping to the end because it's the same thing like 5 times in a row.
Okay.
Right? The final boss is your senior.
Careful, they're coming.
Yeah, that sounds about
Does
right.
the girl ever figure it out?
No, she reveals it when the fight starts.
Ah.
I won't get into the ending because it's a pretty sappy ending because there's a lot of stuff that I'm skipping over that matters a lot for the ending. But I just want to talk about the final boss for a second because my god, I spent 5 hours on that final boss.
Oh no.
5 hours!
It could have been more. It could have been more. I kind of screwed up myself, but like. So how the final boss works is that like every other turn she deals half of your health and damage, and you just have to heal all the damn time, right? There's a point in the fight where she reads a super chat for $1,000. She gets distracted and you punch her in the face.
Oh, so you have to wait for chat to distract her.
No, that in the beginning you wait. Okay, in the first phase of the fight, you have to like trick her into getting hit, sort of, because like she shields herself when she's reading chat.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
So during that mission, you find items given to you by the previous bosses who are in on it. Remember?
Yeah.
And they also help you in some way. Like, for example, she tries to blow up your suit because she had a self-destruct button on her at all times in case she wanted to do something horny, right? In return, someone gave you a button to use on her that self-destructs her self-destruct button.
So everyone knew she was a bad influence.
Well, everyone knew she was gonna be the final boss, so they were just helping you for that.
They want to take the final boss down a peg.
Yeah, exactly that. It's exactly just the Truman Show. But yeah, eventually you beat her in the first phase, and then she Uno reverse cards you. Oh wait, it's the second phase now. Time to waste all your time. So what happens in the second phase is that this is so fucked up, right? what happens in the second phase is that she has like a list of attacks that she can use, right? And each attack has to be dodged differently. 3 of them is an insta-kill, and the 4 others assist in an insta-kill. Right? Every time she uses a move, she announces it, what the attack is, gives a little introduction, plays a little animation. You have to press the dodge button. Okay, now it's your turn. Beat her down to 2/3 health. She heals herself and now uses 2 attacks at once. And it just takes so fucking long. And then you get down to 1/3 of her health. She has 3 actions now. Like, yo, what the fuck?
What even is gaming?
So yeah, that was fucked up. There should be a safe one here. And then you enter the 3rd phase of the battle, where you can dodge all of her attacks now. You're super charged up, you have a super attack, but none of that matters, because you're supposed to, in order to finish the 3rd phase of the fight, because she's unbeatable at this point, because she will heal herself when she's low health, right? What you have to do is go into the magic tab, which you never had the need to use previously, right? And then all of a sudden there's a new fucking attack that shows up there, and you're supposed to use that to end the fight immediately. I didn't know that. I spent another 5 hours just dodging attacks. I was so mad.
You got hit with the Earthbound Prey.
Yeah, that was fucked up. And it didn't have Mahjong in it.
Truly,
I'm thinking you like that one less than the first one.
In terms of story, I mean, Truman Show is pretty great. I like the story more. I wish the
I'm
first
thinking
one
you
did
like the
more
gameplay
story.
less.
The gameplay was definitely a step down. I did not like it. I enjoyed the Truman Show aspects of it. It was funny the whole way through, I think. I was entertained. Is this door not open? Yeah, this is our place while I see it. At our Seal Sphere. Our Seal Sphere, isn't the land creation? Right, it's where Feralius Singh created the second tower a while ago. Seems someone's locked the place up. Assuming the place not open for outside? No, it can be open. We just need to activate the emergency release system. The post system are declared emergency, they should partially unlock. Then we produce 2 glitches at those 2 system locations. Well, yeah, I guess. Where are the systems? Sorry, I don't know that one. Or just search for foot. Alright, so the 3rd game. Yeah, so the third game I found myself like pretty interested in it just the whole way through. I'm like tempted to name drop it as like I'm tempted to name drop it just because like I feel like it has more substance as an actual
You
game.
won't lose. Here.
So, so the premise of the game is like you are a teenage girl from an all-girls high school.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. And your girlfriend is also from the same school.
Of course.
Of course. Right? In the beginning of the game, you guys go to a park, and then there's a sewer that opens up, and you fall into it.
Ah.
And you end up in a forest.
What?
Here. Get ready.
Yeah, so
It'll numb you.
so the premise of the game is that throughout this town that you all live in, right, there's just these places that the institution calls nightmare worlds, right? And that's where a bunch of monsters, and then from those nightmare worlds, a bunch of monsters shows up and do unholy things to the populace. And specifically, they say that it emits a lewd aura because of fucking course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Here. Get this.
And then that's pretty much the game. You become your girlfriend, and 2 other girls that you meet along the way who are from the same school, all become investigators, and you guys all go into the nightmare world and figure out what's going on, and if possible, neutralize the core of the world, which would make it go away eventually.
This is my
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah. So like, there's no like real plot to it. Like, there's no like A to B to C story. You do meet some antagonists. Some people become antagonists out of nowhere as well.
I'm impressed.
It's all, but like, the weird thing is I never had my suspension of disbelief broken.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a pretty long game. It didn't help that I was also playing on the hardest difficulty.
Oh.
Which is a mistake. Don't do that. If you play on the hardest difficulty, the early game is just the most pain you'll ever go through. Because because like, you gain like 0 experience to gain any levels at all, and the first boss has an attack that just one-shots one of your character because she's weak to it. Basically, anytime one of your characters is weak to an attack, they'll just instantly explode on that difficulty. I would not recommend playing on that difficulty. But I stuck it through the whole way because I'm weird like that. But yeah, so you're just going around investigating things. Like I said, my suspicion is this move never got broken. It's just, I had, like, at some point I just started accepting everything that was going on in the game. Right? Because, like, a lot of things happen. Like, you know how I was talking earlier about, like, stuff with erotic elements in it, right?
Yeah.
This had erotic stuff, like, baked into it from the ground level. Like, if it, you know how, like, Jesus' blood was the wine and shit like that?
Yeah.
This game's blood is just fucking. It's like all the time.
Please.
Right? Like, you just walk down a corner and then sexual assault is happening, or maybe it's consensual. You don't know anymore. It's like, and there's a lot of it too. Like, every time you go someplace, it's always something different, including what the people there will do to you. Like, it's a lot. It is very much. Right? There's way too many things. At some point, it just became body horror to me. It doesn't, like, I didn't register as erotica anymore. Like, oh wow, this is a pretty good slasher movie.
That is certainly a way to.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a coping mechanism or not, but that's just how it ended up.
There were just enough loots to the point where your brain just translates it into body horror.
Yeah, cause it is a lot of fucked up shit. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's a lot of fucked up shit. Not great for human consumption. I don't know if anyone. I kind of would be afraid of someone who is like, who would enjoy that kind of stuff. But yeah.
Protect everyone.
But yeah, the game, like, there's no
with
story,
all
but
my
like
strength.
stuff develops in the game, so to speak, right?
In that regard.
Like let's take for example like Taylor Sophie, right? There was no plot up until like near the end.
Yeah.
There was development, right?
Where some things just sort of change over time.
Yeah. So stuff changes over time. In this case, just people's sensuality.
But there's just more sex.
Yeah. The body development, I guess.
Body development.
The body development for this body horror that I'm describing right now.
Was that what they're calling it these days?
I guess so.
You'll see, guys.
I don't make the rules. But yeah.
God, whoever's watching this is gonna question what the hell they're listening to.
Yeah, I know it sounds strange. Well, I guess I wasn't entertained, so to speak, but
You just couldn't look away.
yeah, like I said, my suspension of disbelief was never broken. I never got the sense of this is too much, what the fuck is going on. It was always like, I wonder what's going to happen next. Oh no. that kind of deal.
But you were like, yeah, that tracks for this world.
Yeah, like cause like I was immersed in the world building. Like, that's it. That's like that. If you can make me do that, you probably did something right. I guess if it meant putting 4 people into the worst fucking night of their lives, goddamn, that's the way it went. I can't be upset. Right?
So the entire game takes place over one day.
No, it takes place over the course of the summer vacation.
Ah.
When school is out.
Okay, so that means they're not gonna miss school.
Yep. No, yeah, they're not gonna miss school, but school does start up by the time the game ends.
But they're gonna be irreparably mentally scarred.
I don't think they are.
Really?
I'm pretty sure they're just into it at this point.
Oh.
I think they just gave up. You know what I'm saying?
Their minds are just discarding it.
No, they just accepted that's their situation out there. That's just who they are now, I guess.
Follow me.
Damn.
Yeah. Like I said, it's completely fucked up, but like in a way where I'm just not like I just want to see what happens next. You know?
You got morbid curiosity.
Yes, morbid curiosity is exactly the way to put it.
That's the phrase I was looking for.
Yeah. But yeah, the way the game plays out is Persona. Right? Enemies and player characters have weaknesses, right? There's 3 types of way to hit someone, there's 3 types of way to hit someone with magic, and then there's a bunch of other ways to hit someone with sticks and or magic that also have their own weaknesses or strengths and whatever, right?
That kind of sounds like FE, whatever it was, the Fire Emblem Persona 1.
Oh, so the game that was Persona, but with Fire Emblem in it, that we played.
TMS.
Yeah, they didn't want to acknowledge it. Yeah, TMS, we had our suspension broken day one, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We did not appreciate
I just meant the whole weapon attack triangle thing.
You're talking about the gameplay mechanic.
but that's from Persona. That's just straight up from Persona and Shin Megami Tensei in general.
I suppose.
Yeah, but yeah, so you also have your own personas in this game that you have like these items that you can equip that change what skills you learn, as well as your strengths and weaknesses, and your stats, which is exactly like Persona. And so there's a lot of experimentation with that
You
game.
said skills, it changes skills you learn. My first thought was BFF6 Espers.
Keep it up, please.
Does those make you learn different things based on whatever you have equipped?
Oh, but those are permanent. Like I said.
Oh, these aren't permanent.
Yeah, like I said, it's exactly Persona. What you learn, like the skills you learn is entirely based on what persona you have.
And they only stick with that persona.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's exactly Persona. Right. So there's a lot of stuff you can do about that. You can't change your persona if you're already inside the nightmare world. And if you still want to, you have to use this item to do so. But you can go back to base at any time, and there's teleports everywhere inside the nightmare world. There's also a lot of fucked up shit that happens. I forgot if I mentioned that. There's a lot of fucked up shit that happens in the game.
You don't say!
Makes you say that.
There's like for example, there's this one place where in order to progress, all four of your party members have to be pregnant.
I'm sorry.
It's exactly what I just said.
I heard you. I just wanted to make sure.
That's quite the whiplash I just had.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well then let me start from the beginning of that world then, alright?
Oh no?
No. Please don't.
Too bad, I'm starting right now. So you enter the world, you enter what looks like to be a spaceship, there's a screen, there's a voice on the intercom that's rating you, and they're like, alright, you're a rank B turnip, you're a rank B turnip, you're a rank B turnip, oh, you're a rank S turnip, teleports you away. So one of your party members just got beamed away. And then you have to go find her, and they're experimenting on her in the exact way you think someone would do something like that. And it's like,
oh no!
and then you search further into a world. You beat up a talking signboard to find the key off of them. The key goes to an elevator. The elevator takes you to more testing areas where they
the body horror.
where they do terrible things to terrible people. In this case, being you.
I'm guessing we've reached one section of body horror.
And then there's a square on the floor where you can't get past unless all 4 of your teammates are pregnant. And so you have to find a way to get pregnant somehow. Figure it out yourself.
Fuck. What the fuck?
It's all fucked up. And then you get past there, enter the vents, and then you fight a turnip girl.
What?
You fight a turnip girl. You beat the turnip girl. She is the core of the world she is the core of the world. Oops, the rest of her fell down the hole.
What?
The rest of her falls down a hole. You now have to find a way to go downstairs and fight the rotting corpse of a turnip girl in order to defeat her once and for all. The boss fight, she's constantly taking damage each turn.
What?
It's body horror! There's no way to explain it! There's no other way to explain it! And this is some alien shit, right?
Yeah.
This is literally just the plot to Alien.
Kinda,
I
yeah.
love her so much that I want to kill her. It's coming!
So are we good? Is there any more surprises that we should worry about, or?
Let me see if I want to keep still talking about it.
Do you get unpregnant later?
Yes, if you go back home, you have to go and give birth.
Oh.
In the exact way you unpregnant.
I love her so much that I want to
It's an erotica, what do you expect?
Why?
This feels more like trauma than.
It's body horror. It's a horror game with erotic elements in it. That's the term I'm going to stick with it.
I'll take your word for it and not ask.
I was horrified. I don't know what to tell you, bro. It's like, this is horrific shit going on.
Everyone!
I'm not gonna ask. I think it's better I don't ask.
I think I unlocked a new sphere in this conversation.
Yeah, that's why, like I said, it's that's part of why it's super difficult to talk about stuff like this. You just don't know if people are comfortable with it.
Careful, they're coming!
All I can do is win.
Yeah. Anyway,
Like, the first two didn't seem so bad because you didn't go too much into that last aspect.
like I said, like the previous games was just mostly tacked on. This game is built into the fucking blood core of the goddamn game. You cannot
It's
escape
engraved
it.
into its soul.
Yeah. It fucking breathes this shit. You cannot escape.
We'll sink our hearts!
God, I think I'm actually crying a little.
But yeah, like I said, I was intrigued the whole way through. I didn't stop playing for some reason. I probably should have.
Yeah,
You essentially became the creepypasta protagonist where you just have to see how far the rabbit hole goes, don't
Really?
you?
I just had to see. I had to see what this guy came up with. Who makes this shit, you know?
who writes this and just like looks at it, nods their head like, yeah, this'll work.
But yeah, like I said, it's a bunch of just really strange ideas, just that pretty atypical of like the normal Japanese strange idea, where it's just something really weird happening. Or
In this case, it's something really horrific happening.
yeah, it's weird and horrific.
Imagine in the sort of meetings that had to be held for this game to be made.
I mean, it's a solo developer.
Oh, okay, that explains a lot more.
Yeah.
So it was just one guy who was fucked up. Okay.
Beautiful. Leave it to me.
But yeah, this game's on Steam if you want to check it out.
How about I blacklist it?
I'm pretty sure people can figure out what I'm talking about just from the description alone.
I'm not even going to bother.
I'm not going to try.
Yeah.
I think it's better if I don't.
Yeah, like I said, it's very horrific. But I was entertained the whole way. I guess I'll use entertained as the word as the word.
The word of choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do.
Because it's entertaining. Being horrified is a form of entertainment.
Well, that is why horror movies are popular, right there.
I don't like them.
I don't either.
Yeah. So if you,
They're not our kind of entertainment.
yeah, it's not for you. People can avoid horror stuff. That's fine. This is definitely more visceral.
Yeah.
Do you like horror movies?
I'm not very horror movies. I don't go on my way to see it, but if I get shown one, I'm not like distressed or anything, you know. You know what I'm saying?
A little.
Yeah. Anyway, this was horrifying. Oh, this content is probably illegal. I'm not sure. Good game would recommend, I guess.
If you like horror.
Yeah. If you're a sicko or are comfortable with sick stuff, I guess not comfortable, but like are entertained by sick stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
There really is a lot of things that happen in that game.
The way you're talking about it makes me think you're not even scraping the surface of how fucked up this gets.
It's a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna count how many worlds there are, right? So there's
the spaceship world.
that's
The
like
forest,
an end game, right?
Oh god.
Yeah. So so there's a forest. There's a what was the second one? There's a forest. There's like an abandoned factory that eventually turns into a coliseum.
What?
Yeah. There is a mine in the train station.
What?
Yeah. I'm just listing stuff right now. Don't bother me. There's a mine and train station. There is an underwater ocean world.
Okay.
That's specifically underwater.
Okay.
There's a hot spring world right next to the underwater ocean world.
Topical.
Comical. There is a haunted abandoned school at the school.
Of course.
At the school. I would never. What else was there?
We're at 6.
I think I'm missing something in one of them too. There's one where you go. There's a space tower.
Yeah, that's...
Where you go into space. No, that's a different one.
What?
That space tower, the one I talked about earlier, was spaceship.
Okay, so
those
we're
are
at
two
8
different-
now?
Yeah, so we're at 8. There's one where you go to the bottom of the last one you go to is at the bottom of the mountain, which takes you to the moon.
Oh. What? Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, so you go to the moon. There's a VR game in the world. That's 10. There's a Japanese trap house, I guess. It's like it's basically a booby trapped house, basically.
Ah.
Yeah. There's that. There's a warehouse that is connected to a zombie hospital that's connected to a graveyard. Those count as 2. So like, we're at 13 now?
I think.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm missing one. Oh yeah, there's a abandoned mansion that connects to a garden. That counts as 1. So that's 14. And I'm pretty sure there's more than... No, wait, I am forgetting one. There's an abandoned research facility world that doesn't technically count as a nightmare world, but I'm counting it anyway. That's
getting the
15.
feeling that this person has worked on this game for too long.
It's a very long game. It is a very long game. Okay, I'm probably missing like 2 or 3, right? So I'm gonna say about 17 worlds, right? Each one of them contains different shit.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
The power is growing.
You've been at this for a while.
Please.
Anyway, so yeah, that's that game. Goddamn. What a game. What a game that was. We should play it sometime. He said out loud.
Well, it is October.
It's spooky fun. Oh boy.
I'm not gonna be able to upload it fast enough. You know that.
I don't think that's your main concern.
Yes, I'm saying my secondary concern.
Your
That's
secondary concern. My secondary concern is that I can't upload it fast enough. My primary concern is I can't upload it at all.
no, my primary concern is I will be horrified beyond my wit's end.
Yeah. Play it privately with no one watching.
I don't think I want to play it at all.
Yeah. Anyway, I had a good question mark time with it, and
If someone gives it to me, I'm going to shame them.
shame them just right now. Fuck it, where's my wallet?
No!
Yes!
I will reject and return to sender.
Damn. Oh yeah, I did forget one. There's also one in the mountains.
You mentioned
You mentioned going down a mountain.
Yeah, that one's at the bottom of the mountain. The one I'm thinking of right now is at the top of the mountain.
Oh.
I'm actually gonna head back and save it. I don't want to move forward yet in some marble. I'll save the rest of this for another talk. But yeah, great game, I think.
Well, thank you for traumatizing us.
Thank you. I don't know anymore. You're welcome, I guess.
Everyone.
I'll protect her.
I'm gonna dedicate my time to trying to forget it. That or I'll just sleep with one eye open.
The power is growing. Keep it up, please. There.
This is just what usually happens when I describe body or anything to anyone. I am used to this. Thumbs up.
I am not good with body horror.
Yes. The body horror very good. Just kidding.
You sink our hearts.
I'm definitely not someone that would want to play a body horror.
The power is growing. Careful, they're coming. There, I know. Well, I know. I know. Beautiful.
Leave it to me. I'll do it.
There's a lot of attacks.
There's a lot of attacks. I can find. It's my turn again. I love it. I honestly should use the whatchamacallit spring attack
Taste the
thing.
edge of judgment. I'll finish it.
But like I said, I actually don't like it.
Take more.
I want more.
Don't get in my way.
I'm trying to see if I can say anything else about it. I do have a lot. I do have a lot of thoughts on that game.
I don't think I want to hear.
Yeah. I don't know. I need to internally think if any of this is good for sharing.
Probably not.
Out loud. I've already shared it on the internet at this moment, so I'm already beyond fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What, did you like give a analysis to like that group?
I know. It's coming.
No, I don't talk to them.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't talk to them.
you just lurk there.
I just lurk there. They're all weird. They're all really weird. I would not recommend it. I cannot
What the hell are
recommend
you
going there.
discussing this to?
It's just my other friend group.
Ah,
Secret hearts.
I forgot how weird your other friends were.
I mean, they're just not upset by this kind of stuff, I guess.
Keep it up, please.
It's like, you don't think about it in terms of its value as erotica, you just like, as its value of how it makes you feel. Which
So,
at the end of the day is like what you go and watch a movie for or play a video game for, you know? It's like how it makes you feel. And so in a way we're discussing the art behind a fucking porno game. If you really want to break it down.
Is this why most of the games don't really have a story?
What do you mean most games don't have a story?
I mean, most games of erotic genres.
I don't know. They all have stories. It's just what type of story it is. Because like, if we're discussing what genre it is, like I said, it has horror. It's like horror with erotic elements, but it's not like a horror.
Oh.
It's not like a horror story. It's more just a comedy. In the old definition of comedy, where it's just people bumbling around doing whatever. They're like, there's no base plot line. It's just like a sort of a mess of a story, if you really want to describe it that way. Right.
A course of events.
Yeah.
I see.
a series of unfortunate events, one might say.
Nah. It doesn't have to be unfortunate. It's just, like I said, it's old definition of comedy. It's just stuff that happens that you're entertained by.
Way to shut down a joke.
I'm not going through with the joke because it's not true. And I will not accept the slander. Let me enjoy my body horror in peace.
Okay, just so long as you don't bring it up again with us.
I myself. I'll fucking do it again.
I know he will do it again.
I'll fucking do it again. I'm gonna check if they made another game.
You know what? Fine. I'll be ready for you.
You just hear the sounds of one person tackling another on camera.
Yeah, I probably won't though.
You might as well just set up a little cutesy intermission.
Yeah. I probably won't discuss another body horror thing just on the basis that there is none. Body horror isn't a real genre anymore. No one makes it.
Good, I hate it.
That's fine.
Everyone's too focused on analog horror.
Well, yeah, they don't. They just make shitty horror movies now. They should make more body horror movies. Is what I'm trying to say. What happened to the good old days?
Good old days.
Where did From Beyond go?
Okay.
They made From Beyond 2, I guess.
Okay, the only real body horror movie I've seen was The Fly.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That's a really good movie, actually.
Yeah, it's certainly left an impression on me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
The Fly is a story about a man whose body slowly gets morphed with the fly, and so he slowly turns into a horrifying fly beast.
Oh.
Long story short, he made a teleportation device. He goes in with a fly. They merge together, and he gets fucked up as the story goes on.
Epic.
Really great movie. Would recommend. Don't watch it.
I don't think I'm going to.
It's a really old movie too. They made a sequel to it that from one of the girls from the original movie who played a girl in the previous movie directed the second movie to star her, and it was really bad.
Well, what did you expect?
So yeah, that was that. I hope you enjoyed me yapping about stuff.
And does anyone find it weird
anymore.
that he made a sequel to Beetlejuice?
No.
Okay.